Okay guys, so I am making my lunch right now, and when I say I'm making my lunch, it's already made. I'm simply preparing it so that I may eat. I do have some Reiki charged, well, the bottle's Reiki charged, but I have Reiki charged water water that's in a Reiki charged bottle. This is actually tap water. The only reason I'm drinking tap water right now is because I didn't have access to spring water. Well, I drank all my spring water. And yeah, I didn't want to stop at the store, so I just filled this up with tap water. But also though, you guys, if you guys do energy work or healing work, I actually use tap water because tap water, it has ions in it. It's not deionized. So if you're doing Reiki, it could actually, the energy attaches to the ions basically. If you're drinking like distilled water or like, you know, purified water or reverse osmosis or whatever it is, it's deionized. So there you have it. I'm drinking some tap water because of that. Now in the state of Arizona, at least, I mean, they put fluoride in the water, so I'm not gonna get no calcium deposits on my teeth, I guess. And I don't drink so much tap water that I'm gonna, you know, have any negative benefits, I guess. I just drink a little tap water right now because I Reiki charged it. And if you guys are not aware, I have been going through the process of detoxing. You guys know already, I was a little bit of a pothead in 2020. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was a pothead in 2020. I was blowing down. I love weed and weed love me. So I had to go ahead and kind of slow up. And in the meantime though, I'm working at detoxing. You know, if you guys have ever, like, if you smoke marijuana, then you know already, there's a certain haze over your eyes, over your ability to kind of like think, manifest, and all that, because the constant marijuana usage, especially if you wake and bake, then you go to sleep and bake, and then you afternoon and bake, then you're kind of like just totally toasted, you're fried. And so I was kind of like fried for a while. And so it's probably been about it's been about 100 and something full days. I have my app in here somewhere, but it's been almost like 140 days. So it's been about 5 months since the last time I have actually smoked or even gotten high in any kind of way. I did have a setback where I did relapse, and it was actually just like 2 weeks ago. But the weed or the marijuana, because I use oil pens in the cartridges, they're so dry that all I was doing was puffing on the pen. Like it didn't do anything because there's no more marijuana in there, thankfully. But I did have a little bit of a slip up, but it's mostly because I work in a shop right now where there's so much energy to process. Like even right now, like I'm tempted to, because again, in Arizona, I live in Arizona. Arizona is totally legal. And I've been like trying to, because yesterday I took a dispensary worker and he was like, yeah, give him my name, you know, basically get a little taste on the house, because I was his Lyft driver yesterday. And I had to like not go in there and drop a name or two, because I was like, you know, oops. And again, I'm not trying to make it seem like weed is evil. Weed is like liquor or alcohol. You know, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. And so I'd already done everything I needed to do to heal my inner child. And that was the reason why I was smoking the weed in the first place. So me just kind of like smoking the weed with no true spiritual purpose for doing it, it was just kind of like an overindulgence. Not only that, but my lungs don't do well with smoking at all. Like I got a little asthma kicking up, and who needs that? You know, ain't no high worth my life. And so if you watch my last video, it's not Baby Fix My Life, which is this show right now. It's a different video of me just kind of like talking to y'all, being totally and completely 100% real. Of course, again, I'm gonna rehash this again. That video is not made to bash nobody. I know I like to cuss every now and again when I get mad, especially about that particular situation that I was talking about in that video. But just know that did come from my heart. I'm not mad at nobody. I could really honestly kind of care less, even though I'm sure if you guys hear me cussing, you're thinking to yourself like, clearly you care. But that's over and done with. I just wanted to like rehash, because I know a lot of people were like watching my Twitter, or people see me on Twitter, and they're thinking to themselves like, oh, well, you were just high all 2020. Like, no wonder you got evicted. Like, no, that's not why, sis. So I had to break down the full real deal Holyfield for y'all, Because it wasn't no roses and cookies and cakes and fairy tales, my girl. It was some foolishness that went on. But life is good, and I moved on. Anyways, so that's not what this is about. I'm doing a mukbang today. I'm doing a mukbang. I was gonna do a like a free reading for y'all. I put my lunch in a butter bowl, y'all. It ain't no waste around my house. Anyways, I was gonna do a free reading for y'all today, but this is not to be selfish with my energy, my girls. I might still do one a little bit later, but I got a whole bunch recorded that I'll probably just post on my iPad. But yeah, I was never anticipating being this busy at my current position, but y'all, like, I do like 11 readings a day. Like, if I'm not doing a 20-minute, I'm doing an hour. If I'm not doing an hour, I'm doing 30 minutes, but then the person wants to extend by 15-20 minutes. I really am good at what I do, so I take that as a compliment to my craft. So I'm not gonna complain about that in the least. You all already know I need the money. So now I'm just kind of like taking my time, because if I do too many free readings while I'm like really busy at work, then I've done 30 minutes of a free reading for y'all, and then I have nothing left to give my paying customers. I ain't trying to be rude, I'm trying to be real. But I will do some more Ask a Psychic stuff for y'all a little bit later. But right now, I just want you guys to see what I'm doing to like nourish my body, especially now that I'm trying to awaken my intuition and my crown chakra. Also, y'all know I did yellow for the solar plexus, and now I'm doing purple for the crown chakra. So cue the applause. I am working to awaken my crown. I'll probably do a blue here. Oh, did I lose my fork or my spoon? I think I have a spoon in here. But I am going to do some things to awaken my third eye here in the next, like, I don't know, probably the next cycle. I'll probably have this until about summertime, and then do my crown chakra, or my third eye in about May or June. I said June, so I'm gonna do June. Anyways, well, for my lunch today, I have a piece of salmon. Now, I was gonna talk about my health, because y'all know 2020 was crazy, 2019 was crazy, 2018 was crazy too. I've been having health issues for about the last 3 years. Lord Jesus help me. It's been like just craziness after craziness after craziness. I'm not saying that to complain, I'm saying that to be real. It's been some crazy stuff after crazy stuff after crazy stuff. Oh, I got bananas too. Oh, I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm not gonna edit this video, so if it's all over the place, it's all over the places. But I got a banana for the solar plexus. I've got a piece of salmon. I think the salmon is Norwegian salmon. I feel like it's produced in the Netherlands, but I think that it's actually organic or wild caught. So whatever. Salmon is what, pink is for the heart chakra. Pink is also has a lot of omega fatty acids. And I have boiled eggs and salmon are pretty good. I also have anemia. I have iron deficiency anemia. I had to get a blood transfusion in 2018. I had to have my fibroids removed in 2018. I have menorrhagia. I have endometriosis. I also have again, fibroids. So, and menorrhagia is like heavy bleeding when you're on your menstrual cycle. Sorry fellas, but it is. And so I've been like bleeding to death essentially since I was like 10 years old. So I had to get a blood transfusion. But all these like iron rich foods are meant to help me get my iron back up, because I'm going back into iron deficiency. And I don't want another blood transfusion, because last time I got a blood clot. So again, 2018 was wild. I had a blood clot. So I'm eating for my health now. And yeah, so far so good. I'm also eating for my health because I want to clear up my complexion. Over the course of 2018, if y'all followed me, y'all know I didn't sleep a wink all 2018. Like, I stayed up for 2 weeks straight in 2020. So, like, let that kick in. 2018, I started my business when my mom had passed away, which was July 24th, 2018. And, like, I was just kind of, like, I was, you know. It was wild. It was very wild. But I'm back. I'm better. I started my business. My business was doing very well. Y'all know that already. And so, yeah. But this is me really trying to get things back in order, back together. So this is that. I hope that you like it. I love bananas. But yeah, I'm really looking to heal from the inside out. Not only that, but I'm still on my meditation journey. All diseases start in the mind. So I'm looking to heal my mind. And really make 2021 and beyond a great time. A crazy psychic story that I have for y'all though. I said all that to get into this crazy psychic story. One of my crazy psychic stories, so y'all, I worked at a Fortune 500 company, like a Fortune 10 company. It was a job, and for like, I don't know, 10 years. It was a long time. I just kept having these jobs where people kept trying to hold me back. People were like being like really passive aggressive, or they were just being like, it was obvious that they were discriminating against me, and I just couldn't understand why. And I kept hearing spirit say to me, and when I say spirit, again, when you're stressed out to that point, spirit is really because you're slipping into some damn this is gonna sound crazy, but anybody out there that does psychic work, y'all know already, you've had these questions in your mind like, damn, am I schizophrenic? Because really, spirit is if you look at the symptoms of schizophrenia, sis, that's what you have if you've been hearing spirit your whole life. I'm just saying. But anyways, but I heard spirit say, because I was having a really tough time at work, as I'd always had, and spirit was like, it's only gonna be 3 years. It's only gonna be 3 years. Like, you can make it. It's only 3 years. And I kept thinking to myself, like, why does spirit keep saying this? And again, every job I was at where I was just kind of like, I hate this job. But when spirit kept saying it's only 3 years, I kept feeling like it was gonna be good after this 3 years. It was gonna be like excellent. And so I would keep getting fired from these jobs. I'd find a better job, but even that better job, I would still get fired after 3 years. Every single cycle was 3 years. I said psycho, and I meant to say cycle, but every single psycho relationship I was in also ended up being like 3 years. So spirit kept saying, like, it's only gonna be 3 years. It's only gonna be 3 years. And literally, it was 3 years. And so whatever. So my mom died July 24th, 2018. And again, I started to think to myself, like, it's only gonna be 3 years. This time spirit wasn't saying it, I just knew it. And so I was like, oh, this is what they're talking about. And I'm like, okay, well, this, you know, my mom passed away, but you know, life is death is a part of life. So I was like, I'm resilient, I can get through this. But bro, when I say that my mom died, my health took a turn. Like, my health totally and completely just like, and so my health went out, like, everything. Like, I don't want to rehash it to make it sound like it's a bad thing, but I'm just rehashing it because I want to be real. But yeah, blood clots, hair loss, my mom passed away, my job was harassing me, they hated my guts, they just didn't like my black guts, but I mean, it is what it is. And just like every like terrible thing that you could possibly think of, my friend that I thought was my friend like betrayed me. It was like so much stuff, and I was like, okay, God, it's only gonna be 3 years. And then I met my twin flame, and boy, when I say a twin flame relationship ain't none of that. It ain't none of what you think it is. I'ma tell you. And so, like, spirit kept saying, like, and the more, like, I kept feeling like, oh, it's only gonna be 3 years, the more I was like, well, damn, it's gonna be a long ass 3 years. Because if you've never felt like heartbreak and heartache, my girl, you've never been with a twin flame before. Like, I've never in all my life been suicidal. But 2020? And then I got the coronavirus in 2021. And I was like, what mo can a bad bitch take? And really the issue with, I don't put salt and pepper on my boiled eggs either. Perfect. But anyway, the issue with, I like to eat all my food all together. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gonna see me eating nasty. Or you might think it's nasty. But anyway, it was like one thing after another after another. And I was like, oh yeah. Like, God, I don't know why you playing with me. I love you. Just bring me home. I'm ready. I'm ready to be with you. I literally almost died. Like, I'm sure glad these 3 years are over. My Lord. I was like, and the funniest thing is, when I met my twin flame, I'm gonna tell you what I told his ass. I was like, giving him a reading. He didn't really believe in readings, but I gave him a reading anyway because I was just curious about the energy. I was like, you can have a little bit of a tough 18 months. Like your next 18 months is gonna be really, really tough. But if you heal your inner child, you'll be okay. And I didn't hear spirit say nothing. I just felt like I'm talking to myself too. And I was like, oh, that's an odd message. Because, I mean, I'm not, whatever. When I say that was the toughest, if you've never been with somebody and you felt like you couldn't go one fucking, excuse my French. If you've ever been with somebody and you feel like you can't live one single second, 1 millisecond without seeing this person again, then you've never been in a twin flame relationship. The moment, I was rushing to leave his house because I just knew by the time I left his house, I was gonna feel like my whole entire life was being ripped out of my soul. And I remember we were sitting there at this restaurant and I was like, are you sad? Why are you sad? You feel sad? And he was like, I'm not sad, maybe that's you. And I was like, no, it's definitely you, because I wasn't sad. Why would I be sad? I was the saddest I've ever been in all my life, within 2 hours of that. Circumstances change, okay? I was like, this is heart-wrenching. It was the toughest 18 months I've ever been through in all my days and all my life and all my years. I'm gonna tell you that. A twin flame journey ain't nothing to pray for. I mean, if you ain't in one right now, then that's okay. Don't worry, you still gonna fall in love, but you're just not gonna be damn near murdered in the process. I should got some crackers, but I love salmon. But anyway, very, very tumultuous, very scary. But the only reason it was so scary is because I ain't never loved nobody like that. I looked at him and I knew beyond a shadow of doubt, oh, I love him. And I feel like he loved me back. What it do? It didn't. What it do is what it didn't. It was crazy. I'm off that. I'm past it. My lunch is delicious. I've eaten half of it talking to y'all. I'm about to scarf down the rest of it because I can't stand eating and talking. I mean, I don't mind, actually. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe. If I went down a path and I totally got lost, which I probably did, God forgive me. I'm just trying to open up to y'all so y'all know what I've been through. Because I know with some people out there that was looking at me like, oh, well, she's not doing readings just because she was smoking weed. No, I wasn't doing readings because I was heartbroken. And y'all, not y'all, but I had people stealing readings. People talking about you requested a reading from me, my girl or my dude, and you're telling me that I'm wrong about what I see here. And it's well, I don't know, doubting what I'm talking about. And I know that they were doubting it because they felt like I'd never had any issues. I mean, people look at me, people look at me and they think that because I look a certain way, I carry myself a certain way, or I just speak a certain way, I don't know, they think that I've never been through nothing, or that I don't know what it looks like to have turmoil and struggle in your dating life. I wrote the book on it. And it's not to say that I won't change the narrative, because I'm changing the narrative, but listen, I went through the toughest time of my life while I'm trying to help y'all through the toughest time in your life. I didn't ask you to book with me. I didn't, you don't have to. That's okay. I provide free readings for a reason. But I just couldn't effectively manage reading and also like trying to like live my own life and effectively like navigate not dying because my twin flame ghosted me. No shade, no tea on him, because I mean it is what it is. I say that with all shade and all tea, okay? With all shade, all tea, all day. Because that was like the roughest. Again, if y'all never been through a twin flame journey, please don't wish that upon yourself. Honest, truly. Alright, I'm off this. I hope that you guys enjoy this. Once again, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up. Check me out on Twitter. Check me out on Instagram. And I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all know what it's all about.